Good morning and welcome to today's Body Before Coffee, a journey to Camel. So this is a nice, beautiful way to begin your day with an open heart. So we'll get started in a child's pose. We'll open the knees out wide, bring the toes to touch, draw the hips down and extend the arms out, gently placing the forehead onto the earth, and begin to breathe deeply into the body, expanding through the back on each inhale, and melting towards the earth on each exhale. Gently rising up through a tabletop. And we'll move through our cat-cow. So on inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose, adding any movement that feels good for you and your body today. On your next exhale, we'll slowly round the spine into cat, pressing into the palms, let the head hang heavy. Draw the belly button up towards the spine and press the hips forward towards the hands. Then begin to move with the breath. Inhales will bring you to cow, and exhales to cat. Inhale, and exhale. Coming back to a tabletop, we'll press back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment to settle in, pedaling out the feet. Keeping the breath deep and steady. Inhale, look at the hands. And exhale, walk the feet to the top of the mat, forward fold, ragdoll pose. Allow the weight of the upper body to fall forward, hanging heavy here. Again, relaxing the head. Relaxing the hands towards the earth and slowly begin to roll up. Bring the shoulders up by the ears. And exhale, down the back. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Ground down through the feet, reach up through the hands. Deep breath in. And exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Placing the hands behind the back, fingertips point down. Draw the elbows together, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Press the hips forward, dropping the head back. Getting a nice chest opening, even lengthening on the front of the hip flexors. Then rising up, interlace the fingers. Pull the hands down, shoulder blades together, inhale, and exhale, folding forward. Arms come up overhead. Releasing the hands towards the earth. Stepping back to a high plank pose, top of a push-up. And lowering halfway through chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart, pausing here. Shoulders back, heart open, gazing towards one side and then the other. And then pressing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, big long exhale. Inhale the right leg high and exhale to a low lunge. Drop the left knee down, bring your hands on top of the right thigh. Breathing into the left hip flexor. Taking the arms up overhead, inhale, and exhale. Drop the left hand down the left leg as you reach the right arm up. We're not only reaching back, but we're continuing to drop the hips down and forward. You can stay here or take the left hand and grab the inside arch of the left foot, adding a bit more intensity to the stretch in the quadricep and the hip flexor. Keep dropping the hips down and forward, breathing. And gently releasing the foot, Releasing the hands down to the earth, stepping back, high plank pose, chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high and exhale to a low lunge. Drop the right knee down, hands on top of the thigh. Lengthening into the right hip this time. Bringing the arms up overhead. Then bringing the right hand to the right leg, lifting the left hand up and back. Staying like this, or taking the right hand and grabbing for the inside arch of the right foot. Drop the hips a little bit lower, and then draw the heel towards the glute. Relaxing the right foot down, placing both hands down onto the earth. Make your way back into a high plank pose, chaturanga. Downward facing dog, full breath in, big breath out. One more inhale and exhale. Come down onto the knees, keeping the toes tucked. We'll sit down onto the heels. We'll prepare here for half camel, and then I'll guide you through a camel roll, as well as a few other fun variations, and you can let me know at the end of your practice which one was your favorite. Keep the toes tucked and rise up. We'll keep the hips right over the knees. Start by bringing the arms up overhead, twisting towards the left, and place the left hand down onto the left heel, lifting the right arm up and back. We'll have a tendency here to slide the hips back, so continue to press the hips forward. In this little back bend, think more about arching at the upper back at the bra line rather than in the middle of the back. So rather than here, up at the top of the back. Breathing. And bring the right hand to the back, helping to push you up. Untuck the toes, drop the hips down. Take a full breath in, a full breath out. We'll come into half camel on the other side, rising back up, hips over the knees, tuck the toes. Bring the arms up overhead, this time twisting gently towards the right. Draw the right hand down, reach the left hand up and back. Again, pressing the hips forward so the hips are still over the knees. Bring the left hand to the lower back, helping to press you up. Untuck the toes, sitting down on the heels, full breath in, big breath out. One more inhale and exhale. I'll guide you through our half camel roll. So we'll tuck the toes, arms up overhead, draw the left hand down, reach the right hand up. Then gently switching hands, turning towards the right, keeping the hips pressing forward. Inhale, switching hands. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release the toes, sitting down on the heels. And then inhale, draw the heart forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. Twice more, inhale. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale, deep breath in. And exhale, rounding deeply. Tuck the chin, pull the belly button in. Then we'll come into our full camel. So sitting up, again, the knees are about hip width distance apart. If you need, you can place 2 fists in between the knees to see the distance. Tuck the toes. Bring the arms up overhead. And we'll slowly lower the hands to the heels. Again, open through the upper middle part of the back. Press the hips forward. Drop the head back. See if you can open through the throat here. Bring the hands to the lower back, pressing up. This time we'll sit all the way down onto the heels. Bring the forehead to the earth, arms down by your sides. Breathing deeply into the back. Slowly rising up, come into a kneeling camel. So we'll sit up onto the knees. This time I'm going to place the right foot down with the right knee lifted. Arms come up. You can either have the foot down or tuck the toes. And reaching back. Making sure that that left hip is over the left knee, opening through the heart. Rising up and switching sides this time. Placing the left foot down onto the earth. Bringing the arms up. Right hand down to the right heel, pressing the hips forward, opening through the heart. From here you can even practice extending, straightening the leg. Let me get back into it for you. That felt good. You can try it on the other side. Just some fun shapes to make with our body this morning. Coming back up, we'll sit down onto the heels, really rounding through the spine as you melt towards the earth. Slowly pressing up, keep the left knee bent. We'll extend the right leg straight onto the earth, sitting down onto the ground. If you need, you can place a block or a pillow or rolled up mat right underneath the right hip. Otherwise, you have the left knee down. Just like this, the right leg extended. From here, we'll take a gentle forward fold, folding forward as much as feels good for you. Inhale and exhale. Staying here if you'd like, you can add a gentle lift, placing the left hand on the earth behind you, lifting the hips and the heart, sitting down twice more. Inhale, lift the hips and the heart, extend that right leg. Exhale, one more, inhale and exhale. Swinging the right leg around, this time extending the left leg straight. Inhale and exhale, leaning or folding forward, however works for you and your body. Some of you might be able to grab your hands onto the foot and melt the belly onto the thigh. That's great, just doing what feels good for you and your body and observing the sensations that you feel this morning. Either staying here, folded forward, or place the right hand behind you, lift the hips, and exhale. Inhale, breathe in, lift the hips, and exhale. Once more, inhale, lift up, and exhale. Swinging the right leg out, soles of the feet together to touch, knees or butterfly out open. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, folding forward, really releasing here in the back. Getting a nice release on the lower back and the hips. Slowly rising up, we'll lay down onto the earth with the knees into the chest, rocking the knees side to side. Extending the left leg straight, hugging the right knee in. Getting a nice little squeeze towards the armpit, and then use the hand to cross the knee across the body for supine twist. Back to center, bringing the knees back into the chest. Rocking side to side or drawing some circles with the knees. And relaxing the right leg straight down onto the earth. Hug the left knee towards the left armpit. Then use the right hand to guide the knee across the body for supine twist. Draw the knees back into the chest. We'll rock and roll the length of the spine a few times, getting a nice massage along the sides of the spine. And then we'll arrive at the top of your mat, placing both hands, palms face down over the heart, connecting here to this heart space. The journey to Camel can be a vulnerable one that really opens up and lightens up our heart chakra. Observing the space here, the energy that's flowing beneath your palms. And taking a moment to dedicate your practice to somebody that you love or somebody that you believe is in need of your love today. And taking a moment to honor yourself by sending yourself that same deep, compassionate love. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today for practice. The divine light in me honors and reflects the divine light in you. Namaste.